So in this lecture, we're going to explore the role of the inner critic. The first step is always awareness. What role does your inner critic play for you? Maybe it serves to motivate you, to correct you and keep you in line and conform to society's norms. Or maybe it's trying to protect you. Maybe it's a little bit of everything. The inner critic, a lot of us are actually quite attached to. So you can imagine if you just could flick a switch and turn off that voice inside your head. Do you have any fears or resistances to letting go of your inner critic, to changing it? Do you think that maybe you'll become a bit unmotivated or out of line with how you want to be in the world? Do you have any attachments to your inner critic? So just start listening to the voice inside your head and notice when it amps up. Is it when you make a mistake? Is it when you forget something or break something? Or maybe have a fight with someone or say something unkind to someone. Notice when the critic starts to switch on or ramp up in your head. So one of the ways that one of my strategies for feeling safe in the world is to try and make sure that everybody around me feels safe. So the other day I was at a memorial service and I was talking to a young woman about a pretty sensitive topic, something that really mattered to her, when an old friend of mine that I hadn't seen for a long time marched up to me, kissed me on the cheek and started talking about what he wanted to talk about. And I kind of froze. I didn't know what to do in that moment. So I just started listening to him. After a moment or two, she stood up, shrugged at me. I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "It happens," and she walked away. Well, I felt pretty bad about it. And in reflecting on it later, the inner critic switched on. "You should know better than that. Why didn't you do something? Why didn't you include her?" Blah, 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 blah. Ranting. Now, of course, now I've got these practices, I knew what to do with my inner critic. But you can imagine how I could really go down the shame spiral if I listened to the things that the inner critic was saying. So the first step of connecting and transforming your inner critic is awareness. Starting to really just listen to the voice and noticing what it says, what you're doing when it starts to speak. Noticing what it's trying to do. So awareness. Notice and think of situations when your inner critic switches on and the things that it says and does.